One of my book goals for 2026 was to read my anticipated releases closer to when they actually come out. I have a really great habit of a book coming out and 6 months later I still haven't read it yet. So today is April 7th and guess what came out today? The Escape Game by Marissa Meyer. Can you pick a quieter toy for right now, please? This is the same author who wrote the Lunar Chronicles, which I've really been enjoying, and also the Renegades trilogy, which have been 5-star series for me so far. I am super excited about this book. This book, you're following a character. Her older sister went as a contestant on a sort of escape room type reality show and was killed when she was on the show. And so her younger sister has now gone to be on the same show in an effort to find out more about what happened to her sister, because somebody knows more than they're letting on. This copy has really pretty stenciled edges. I wasn't expecting that. Sometimes I feel like you order books on Amazon and don't expect them to look as pretty as they do in the photo, but this one actually has the stenciled edges. Anyways, this is one of my more anticipated releases for this year, so let's get started. I knew as soon as I sat down here I was gonna have a puppy in my lap. Oh, okay, hold on. I am 60 pages into the Escape Game now, and I am really enjoying it. We haven't really learned that much, mostly just kind of been getting introduced to the characters, although I do know a little bit more about the plot. You're following Sierra. She is on season 5 of the Escape Game, and in season 4, her sister Alicia was murdered. Alicia, I'm not really sure which one, but her sister was murdered on the show. I knew that part. What I didn't know was that Sierra was also a contestant on that season, and everyone thinks that she killed her sister. She comes on this show. It's a surprise, that's for sure. I am sitting down, have a little friend with me to join on this little reading stint. What are you gonna read, Gunnerbean? You gonna read anything? You're not much of a reader. What if I read out loud to you? Would you like that? I'm not gonna do that. I thought I had a time lapse going of me reading this book just now. I don't think I ever actually hit record, so sorry about it. It's a couple hours later. I read 120 pages of The Escape Game, and I am really enjoying it. If you've seen any of my videos, then you probably know that The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes is one of my favorite books of all time, because Knives Out is one of my favorite movies of all time. I just love puzzles and riddles and seeing how things fit together, and this book is literally characters going on a show full of escape rooms. It's literally like my perfect book, and I don't know why I didn't think about it earlier. It's just a bunch of escape rooms and puzzles and riddles, and they're all connected, and I am having a really fun time. Like, I had set a timer for me to stop reading so that way I could get to bed. I kept resetting the timer so I could read a little bit more. I might pay the price for it tomorrow. That's okay. I had fun while reading it, and it's been a while since I've gotten to just sit down and read a book, especially a physical book. I've been reading quite a lot on my Kindle recently. Getting the chance to just sit down and read a physical book was very much needed. Also, you could not tell me that this cover is not gorgeous. The colors just all flow together. I neglected to say it earlier, but this book is written by Marissa Meyer, who wrote the Lunar Chronicles, but she also has a co-author, Tamara. I have not read any books by Tamara Moss. So far, I wouldn't say that I've noticed any significant differences in the writing structure, in the voice between this book and other Marissa Meyer books that I've read, but I will admit that I am not the most observant when it comes to the writing style of a book. I hear people talk about loving the writing style in a book all the time. I have no idea what they're referencing when they talk about that. I mean, I guess I say that authors are very descriptive sometimes, and I can very clearly see what's going on in my head. And I will say that that is happening in this book. Something about the character descriptions and the way that the characters' appearances are depicted in this book has really stuck with me. I am actually picturing the characters how they're actually being described. A lot of the times I kind of make up my own version of how I think a character looks, but not in this one. I'm actually picturing the characters how they have been depicted in the book, which is new for me. So maybe that has something to do with the writing style. Anyways, it's past my bedtime, so I should probably go to bed now. It's been a couple of days. I don't really remember what page I'm on. I'm on page 226, so I have that much left of the book. I'm actually really enjoying it so far, which I'm super glad about because this is the first physical book I've read in like a month. So the fact that I'm actually enjoying this book is fun for me. There's something I was thinking about earlier is that if you saw my video reading Just Friends by Haley Pham, one of my grievances about the book was that there were too many emotional subplots, and I think that that is an incorrect statement because in this book you're following 4 different characters, each who have their own emotional things happening, you know, outside of the big main thing that's going on, which is trying to solve the murder of Alicia Angelos. Each individual character has their own subplot. So we have like 4 emotional subplots happening, and it's not bothering me. I guess maybe the reason why I'm enjoying it more in this book is that you're seeing a little bit more of the characters and their personalities and their quirks and getting hints about what they're dealing with in their own lives before you actually find out what it is that each character is dealing with, because you are getting to know these characters as they are also getting to know each other. They're getting to know each other more emotionally and developing a deeper connection, and so the revelations of the things that these characters have going on in their lives feel a bit more natural because they're being revealed as they come up in conversation between these characters. I'm kind of thinking that I'll sit here until I finish it. I have like 180 pages left, I think. I am gonna put on an ambiance and just have a lovely time sitting here reading this book. Hello. don't know if you can tell, but it's a while later. I'm in the middle of editing this video and realized I never filmed an outro, and here we are many days, many weeks later. I finished the escape game, and I don't know if you caught it in this last couple clips, my reaction to the end of this book. That was wild. This is, I believe, going to be a series. You know, so you're getting the authors dropping little clues, dropping things in at the last minute to set us up, to prep us for the next book in the series, which is just awesome. I love reading a book and getting like things nicely wrapped up and concluded, and then getting smacked in the face in the last 5 seconds, like for preparation for the sequel. That was sarcasm, by the way. Overall, I did enjoy this book. I gave it a 4 stars. I love the idea of this whole book, and it definitely, it was not as good as The Inheritance Games, one of my all-time favorite books, but you know, it did give the vibes that I was hoping for, that I was looking for in this book, with it being a book full of escape rooms and puzzles and riddles and seeing how everything connects all of the time. At the end of the book, I didn't really notice a significant difference with Marissa Meyer writing this book with a co-author, Tamara, but I am not somebody who is always noticing the writing style of books. It very well could have made a difference, and I just didn't notice because that's not exactly something my brain is always picking up. This was an enjoyable reading experience, and once I got into the book, got into the story, it was a very bingeable read, and I think I read like half of it all in one sitting. So a 4-star read, a solid read, and I read it close to when it came out, which is fun. So yeah, anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up to let me know that you enjoy this type of content. Comment down below the most recent new release that you've read, and subscribe to my channel for more bookish content in the future. I hope you have a lovely rest of your week, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!